The Governor of the Reserve Bank has rejected suggestions interest rates could rise next year. Let's go live to our business reporter, Ed Boyd. Governor Lowe is confident the rate will be on hold until 2024.
Yes, the Governor Philip Lowe was talking today at a virtual speech to the Anika Foundation, and he really hosed down suggestions the cash rate is going to go up in 2022. Instead, he said the cash rate is going to be on hold at the record low until at least 2024. That's record low of 0.1%. And his comments actually gave the market some positivity. The ASX was in negative territory. After he'd finished speaking, the market finished the day up by 0.2%. But it wasn't all good news today from the Governor. He did say in the September quarter, the one we're in now, the RBA is expecting economic growth to detract by 2%. So that's tough. And he also said that a lot of businesses are currently in survival mode and could go bankrupt over the next few months if things don't get better. So take a quick listen to him from speaking today.
Many small and medium-sized businesses are facing very difficult conditions. Many are in a wait, survive and see mode, having experienced a large drop in their revenue. Government assistance is clearly helping, but the longer these businesses have to wait before reopening, the more difficult things will become and the greater the potential damage to this important part of the economy.
And very interesting comments as well from the Governor of the RBA. I'm seeing them particularly in the context of the Prime Minister heading to Washington next week, where he's likely to face a bit of heat over the issue of climate change, and the Governor saying we need to be more prepared on that issue as well.
Yes, this came up in the Q&A session after the speech had finished, and the Governor talked about Australia needing to be more prepared for climate change. Both Australian businesses and the Government of Australia need to do more to be prepared for climate change, because if Australia is not prepared, we're going to become a less attractive place for foreign business investment, and that will obviously be a big negative for our economy. So take a listen to the Governor Philip Lowe here talking about climate change.
Investors are increasingly applying a climate filter to their investment decisions. And they're applying that filter when they're thinking about investing in Australia, either in financial assets or real assets in the future. So there's a great deal of interest globally in our approach to climate change, and that filter is being applied, and I think will be increasingly applied. So it's important we have a positive story to sell there, because if we don't and that filter is applied and people don't like what they see, the cost of capital for Australia will go up. It'll be more difficult for firms to raise funds, and when they do, they'll pay more.
So Australia really needs to have a positive story to sell on climate change, or we risk missing out on billions of dollars investment. And that's coming from the Governor of the Reserve Bank. Kieran.
Ed, interesting. Thanks for that.